It's Milt back here with Begin Living Like a Boss, and today is May 22nd of 2024, and we're out for an evening drive here. It's 5:30 on the Galena Bay Ferry. I got myself climbed into the old Freightliner. We're off on another recovery. We're heading to Rocanville, Saskatchewan. We're going to get that old international McCormick Deering. Not an international, it's a McCormick Deering 1530 tractors. We need the power plant off that. We're going to throw that in the galleon grader. So we'll make her as far as Golden tonight, hopefully, maybe a little further, who knows. But I just want to get a jump on her, get over the ferry, get up to the #1 highway, and book her east. Try to get this trip done in 3 days. So we'll just keep you posted as we go along. We'll catch up to you in a bit. Here I am, made it to Golden, BC, just parked on the service road, gonna go across the street, get some snacks for the night, and hit her again in the morning. Okay, here we are early in the next morning, and heading east of Golden, heading down the #1 highway. If anybody in Canada's ever drove, or from the States has ever drove the #1, they're glad to see this vastly needed improvement along the way. The first few kilometers outside of Golden, straightened right out, full of flyovers, bridges, and all sorts of things. Nearing completion, and we're all appreciative of it. Catch you later. Driving in the rain through Calgary with the air-operated wipers. Here I am rolling across Saskatchewan there somewhere, heading east. Good thing is it's just overcast and not raining. Made it to Rocanville late last night and stayed over in the co-op card lock. And we're just heading out of that lot and back on the highway. We got a few minutes to get to our destination. Well, after going by my very first intersection off the highway there, off the pavement, I missed that, had to go up the road, turn around, but come back and got the right township road and went the appropriate distance, and now turning left off that grid road onto the destination where my tractor is. We'll just roll up there to the yard and meet Ernie and get situated around where the tractor is, back up to it, and hoist her on. A lot of these farms out on the prairies just amazes me. They've been there for so long now. This one here has obviously been there for more than 100 years for sure, and all these trees on either side are planted. They're not native to the country up here, these pine trees, so the height of those tells you how many years that they've been in the ground there, and it's always quite impressive when I come into these old farmyards. Just rolling into the heart of the operation where the farmhouse would be off to my right there, and few building shops and equipment parked around all over the place. So, and here coming into view is Ernie, I believe, and we will Ernest, I think it's Ernest, not Ernie. So, but anyway, we're going to meet him and move on over to where the tractor is. Up ahead of us is our goal. We'll just see if we can get lined up to it and push the old girl on.
So I said, we'll use some
Okay, that didn't work out too bad. We got the old McCormick Deering loaded up on the deck. I snatch blocked that 10,000 pound winch and it brought her up there without any problem. I got the hood underneath the boards there, just laid flat. There's a cross piece up there on the top. We got a strap across that just so it don't blow in the wind. I took the intake pipe off. So we got her cross-chained front and back. We'll check her out. And beaver slides or beaver tails up. And there goes Arnie. He's off to finish seeding. And we're off to Redvers. All right, we're all loaded up back in the truck, and we're going to head her out of the yard here and head her down to Redvers. So we'll pick you back up when we get down there. Well, we're just gonna leave Weyburn here, but I figured this got so darn dirty. Went down to the farm where I grew up, just get an old piece of history, an old telescope, and they just graveled the darn roads, and then it rained, and so everything is just covered. So we're here in Weyburn. Figured this is a good idea. Okay, we got that all rinsed off, washed off. I even just took the scrubby to the cab here. Got things all cleaned up. The old McCormick Deering is washed off. It doesn't look any better, still rusty, but we're just gonna grab our coffee here and get out of town. Well, it's the next morning, and so we're just going to do a wrap-up video here. We got Tiggs the cat. He's going to do a little supervising, and also I got well, Luna over here. She's making sure everything's all right as well. Looking at the rear of this International tractor, 1925 1530. The platform is in pretty good condition for the most part. The fenders on either side, this one worse than the other one, have been broken and torn off. We do have both of these sides in really good shape, so that's about the only thing that's in good shape. On this side, yeah, so the wraparound part of the fenders are pretty done. Got the original steel seat, and in true International fashion, looks like the most uncomfortable configuration ever. Big lever on the left-hand side, the brake lever for the park brake. Next lever inside to it is the engagement lever for the pulley. And then the one toward the center of the machine is the gear shift. And all that is seized up. The steering does work. It turns freely, but the throttle that's attached to the steering post is seized up. On this model, the clutch is on the right-hand side of the machine. So it's opposed to most modern-day equipment. Toolbox is really nice shape, and it has a minimal of stuff in there. I don't think that brake pad is belonging to the tractor, but it does have a couple of old spark plug wires in the bottom in the dirt with just some old junk, pins, old bolts, and dirt. Yeah, just miscellaneous everything. Not much of interest at all. But the toolbox is good. Notable on the top of the differential, several hairline cracks. It's not pushed open. I believe it was frozen. Maybe it wasn't frozen, but it's cracked here and in here. Maybe there was an internal explosion. We don't know. Drawbar, for what it is a little bit bent, out of shape, but it's good shape. All in all considered, it's in good shape. These are called spades on the wheel. They're way taller than the regular conventional lugs, and I don't know why they have them super tall. It must be the different soil that they was working through. Needed deeper lugs like a spade, like maybe going through some really soft peat mossy type area. Anyway, moving along the side of the tractor, these spokes, these wheels are in really nice shape. No bent spokes at all. Moving forward, where the pulley is, the shaft will rock back and forth, but it's engaged, so it's coming up against the engine. The engine is seized. Looks like a little shim done here on the steering, and this bolt is not tightened up. It's loose, so the pitman arm has been sloppy. So we'll have to kind of take a look at that. It still has grease zerks on that, and I was just noticing it now, and I was telling people that nice thing about this thing, there's no bullet holes, but I'm spying a bullet hole right there at the top of the side panel of the fender. Well, par for the course. Gas tank, really good condition. It doesn't look like it's rotted out, so it should be an easy repair or clean. The caps appear to be all rusted on, so that's going to be a little bit of work to get that loosened up underneath. There's no sediment bowl or shut-off valve underneath. It's just straight line coming out of the tank over there, and the shut-off valve is actually on the carburetor. The engine, it's still kind of dirty from driving down the muddy road, but engine still has spark plugs in. The mag is totally intact. It has still the rods attached to the throttle arm to run the advance. All the mag is totally intact, even like the thumb nuts here to attach your wiring. And I believe if we clean it up, there'll be numbers. The number one, I think, number one cylinder here. It's got some miscellaneous haywire and springs and whatnot, but this is all locked up. It doesn't function. Still grease zerks there. This is where you put the oil in. I think all those things are froze up. The fan, it does turn, and the pulley rocks on the crank. I don't know if you can see it, but the pulley's rocking, but the crank is not turning. So it's obviously got some problems in there. got still good tins considering. A little bit of fixing up and that'll be back as new, good as new. Still has the original spring-loaded clips on. The front wheels, they are super tall. They're a nice tall front wheel. Has this ridge bolted onto the top there to give it some turning traction. Again, all the spokes, both sides, are not bent at all. Wheels, all four wheels are in really good shape. Steering knuckles down here look to be fairly tight considering. On the deck here is the hood. It's laying flat. It's seen better days, but it's still very repairable. It's in really good shape. It's just going to take work. Radiator is in really good shape. No real big damage done to it. These metal fins have been bent over, so it's just a bunch of hours it's going to take just to kind of straighten them up with maybe a wooden dowel pin or something, sharp pin, wood. Should be able to straighten them up. No radiator cap, but the debris is in there. Probably get the vacuum cleaner first thing and just suck out all that debris. My plan is later on here, I want to just fill it up with straight water to see if there's any leaks in it. Moving over to this side, here's our carburetor, still 100% intact. Missing the air breather hose that goes over to the air cleaner. Sediment bowl full of crap, and a fuel shutoff, which is still free. And here's our throttle linkages coming from the opposite side that operate the carburetor, and that's all seized up. This hose here, obviously, if it's going to leak water, it's going to certainly leak there. I haven't located the water drain, the bung. It's got to be one on the side of the engine here, you would think. Somewhere, but we'll locate it. Try filling her up with water and see what happens. These inspection covers are both there and look really good shape. And again, the side panel for the hood here with the clips. Air breather, I don't know what its story is, but it's not in the right location. That's been fabric-cobbled on there. So I don't know how it was originally laid out, but we'll figure something out. This here big tall pipe, when I picked it up, I just took it off. That was the air breather pipe. It's kind of a big monstrosity of a thing. I don't have the tractor unloaded, so we're just going to leave it laying right there, as opposed to sticking way up in the air. Just probably going to damage something and get it off the trailer. Brakes down there, I can't move the this is all locked up. I can't disengage the brake mechanism down there, but for the most part it's not all worn out. It needs to have new fabric put onto the brake band, but looks in good shape. This fan belt is actually, it looks like it's a spring. When I pull on it, it floats up and down this here. So that's kind of interesting. But the belt looks like it's in not too bad a shape. It's seems, or it feels solid. So there's our walk around of the international, or I keep saying international. It's not international yet. It's still the McCormick Deering. And 1925, it's 99 years old this year. So hopefully by next year, 2025, we'll have that engine freed up and running. So that's going to wrap up my little walk around, pointing out the niceties of this old McCormick Deering 1530, 1925 model. So I think later on today we'll just pull a few bungs, see what kind of water we got in our cavities, and then replace them. And I'm just going to fill it up with old used oil or diesel fuel or whatever, just to get it lubricated or start soaking, getting some of the parts, because I'm not going to get active on this thing right away. I'm just going to go as far as putting oils and whatnot through the spark plug holes and in the transmission cavities, all kinds of stuff like that. Check for water, and then get her off the trailer and park it off into the side there somewhere to be out of the road. But we'll get at this project later. That's all we got for now, and we'll catch up to you in a little bit here. We're going to start doing our servicing of this machine. Bye for now.